G'day guys, welcome back. Game number 3, about to begin before Intel and Twitter. Currently Intel are up 2-0. Twitter need to win every single game from here on if they want to take this match out. And that's a tall order, Zepph.
Yeah, that's a pretty hard thing to do, but I think they can definitely do it.
They have the power within. Let's see if they can. But first of all, let's talk about the players a little bit.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, Jehovah, no! You have to get away from those police! We can see that Jehovah is the little baby running away from the police. Looks like probably a Los Angeles road, lots of lanes, very sunny. The police car, a little bit of a giveaway. And Jehovah will be our Terran player on Antigua Shipyard. Antigua Shipyard, generally thought to be a Terran-favoured map, but with the new units, is that the case anymore? What do you think, Zepph?
I'm not sure. It's also cross ones only as of recent patches. I think Zerg has definitely figured out in Wings of Liberty and hopefully in Heart of the Swarm too how to deal with a Terran on a map where they can easily get 3 bases and also issues with them holding the high ground. But I suppose it's actually the same for Terran. If the Zerg holds that position, you know, they often like to park outside those 3 bases and be really, really annoying. So I guess we'll just have to find out.
Yeah, and we've got Storm, the Zerg player as well, who we don't know too much about. He's got 2 wins, 2 losses. We saw that his league is probably a little bit lower than Jehovah's. So I guess he would be the underdog in this matchup. But,
Yeah.
you know, stranger things can happen. Intel definitely looking pretty good right now. Let's watch this unfold. Game number 3 will begin right now. Okie dokie. On the, I guess, 2:30 location here, we have got Twitter's Storm. And what have we got here in the 8:30?
This is good old Blue Terran, Jehovah, for Intel.
That's right. Haven't seen a Terran yet in this matchup. Pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
Seen a lot of Protoss. It's been day of the Protoss so far, but refreshing to see the humans come.
Yeah. Terran's actually looking really fun this this expansion.
Yeah. Actually, I think all the races all the races have definitely had an extra fun factor added to them.
Yeah.
I know the Zergs were frustrated in the beginning, but there have been some patches, mainly to Terran, or all to Terran since then. And the Hellbat drop isn't so much a problem anymore. The Hellbats now actually don't come out until you have an armory and a tech lab on your with the transformation researched on the factory. So they're really more of a mid-game, late-game concern. You don't see them in the early game anymore.
Yeah, I think people just need a second to figure things out for everything else, and the really obvious things get patched pretty quickly, so you're absolutely right. I mean, the Hellbat's kind of a thing of the past for now in terms of the early game. It is worth mentioning that Jehovah's come off another TVZ in his last round, so both him and Preeminence getting the same matchup as the last time, and he did win that match.
So things looking pretty good on paper for our Terran player over here. And look at this. I really like that Storm is drone scouting here. He doesn't want to take any chances. His team's life is on the line here.
Yeah,
so
he may be able to harass the SUV a little bit.
Yeah, possibly. Going to get into the main.
He's on the ball. He's going to chase that drone down just in case.
And he will see from this barracks and no gas that it is a 1 Rax expand. Very Wings of Liberty build here from Jehovah. So no crazy Reapers or anything like that. We know that Reapers are a very strong unit in the early game against the Zerg. They do have that speed now, and they do a little bit less damage, or quite a lot less damage, but they're still good. They're annoying. They fly around, they lift cliffs, they've got up and down cliffs, and with a few number, they can definitely shot workers pretty quickly. So it's a unit you've got to be aware of as Zerg, especially before Link speed or too many queens and that sort of thing.
Yeah, it is a nice little trick, and Jehovah actually did something pretty clever there. Just as the drone left the main base for the scout, he hit his SUV down the back of the natural just to make sure that he didn't see it and start harassing it when he wanted to build his command center. So that was a nice little touch.
It is. Jehovah showing his level of play here and scouting that everything is normal in Zergville. The 1 gas has gone down to Twitter Storm. Will he get to that 100 gas and then start pulling drones out? Or will he just keep them in there? I think he will just keep them in there.
Yeah.
Ooh. What are you up to, Mr. SCV?
Oh, he's chilling.
He might just be there for scouting purposes later on.
Yeah.
I don't think a proxy would behoove Jehovah very much at this point.
Yeah, I think you're right. Well, you are mostly right about the gas too. He has left 1 drone in there, so he's going to continue getting gas slowly. but he mostly just got the 100. In fact, he hasn't even bothered to start speed yet. He's just trying to get out as many drones as possible for now, but that gas could definitely work towards some sort of aggression. It is going to be a roach for him.
Yep, looks like he's going to go for a roach all in here.
I was thinking that might be the case, and the good thing is that this is exactly the build that Jehovah won against in his last TVZ.
There you go.
Roach pressure. So he knows
Stat
what's
Center
up.
Zepph. And one Ling heading across the map here, just to have a little bit of a gauge on the defenses of the Terran here. Jehovah is in a pretty good position. Looks like he's already starting a supply depot wall. He has a full bunker here. One bunker will not stop this many roaches, but it will stymie the flow a little bit. Jehovah hasn't been scouting for a little bit here, just being turtly. And if he doesn't start more bunkers, he's going to be killed by this timing straight up.
Yeah, the early gas should really tip him off that it's a possibility. So he does have the bunker at the very least. I mean, one bunker is better than none. He really needs to be churning out some marauders or something, but as it stands, he does not have another Rax for that. And he doesn't have a tech lab either, so he's going to be defending any sort of roach pressure on purely Marines.
And he's switching over to Hellion production right now, and roaches are pretty good against that unit. Not sure it's going to help him out too much. Really needs Bio to deal with this. 14 Lings being made. And,
oh dear.
Oh god.
He's only just now going to be building that tech lab, and that takes a little while to build. A starport's coming up too, so maybe he can get some medevacs out in the nick of time just to help his units, but he really needs like a second bunker. He needs to know what's going on. He's sending a Marine out. I guess kind of. Oh no, it's going
it's
to
heading to the third. He's going to be
missing.
caught completely unaware by this. The Hellions are heading out, and they pass the roaches. Now he knows he's in big trouble. He might actually be able to get some Ling reinforcements, but this is too many Lings.
Yep, he starts a bit more of an emergency wall, but he needs to pull SCVs to repair that bunker right now.
Oh my god, he's not pulling anything. The bunker goes down, and the roaches are now free to enter the natural. The Marines are still there, but they can definitely be killed by these roaches. And the Ling reinforcement joining their roach brethren. This is looking bad already in the early game for Jehovah.
Yeah, Storm is doing it very patiently, just chipping away at supply depots, SCVs here and there, but there's just too much. He doesn't lift, he's got to fight with SCVs.
Oh my god.
It's not going to be enough.
And this is just a straight build order win here for Twitter's Storm. What a great execution though. And Jehovah completely caught unawares. He will be taken out by these roaches. Just losing. Yeah. He's trying to get a Banshee out, and a Banshee is a great decision. But the damage done here is maybe just be too much. One Widow Mine getting sniped. Oh, Widow Mines are so cool. Yeah, but they do actually kill their own friendly units, so...
Yeah.
A bit of that splash damage not really helping him out too much. So yeah, the Banshee will come out, and yeah, these roaches will eventually die, but he has killed 26 workers.
Yeah, and there's still 32 Lings on the field coming across the map to join the fight. This many SCVs really isn't going to cut it against 28 drones. That's 9 SCVs to
oh my god.
28 drones, ladies and gentlemen. This game is not going to last much longer.
The Zergling's microwing a little bit out of the range of that Widow Mine, taking minimal damage there. And Jehovah is just forced to punch out there with the GG. Wow, well played, well execution there by Storm. I haven't seen a roach rush in a while, and he did a very good job of it.
Yeah, it was a quick game, and I guess that all comes down to the scouting, but it was very well done. Nicely chosen builds. It's just a shame for Jehovah. I mean, he needed like, say, 15 to 20 more seconds. He would have maybe had Widow Mines out in time, maybe a Banshee. He would have had an easier time holding that, but unfortunately, it was not so.
Was not the case. Just a few extra minutes may have saved Jehovah there, but... Anyway, what we do have now is Twitter taking a game away from Intel, which means we will be going into a game number 4, which is exciting for us. We like more StarCraft, more HGL action. So we'll be seeing you guys in that game.